Anyone any other issues, guys? Anyone facing any other issues? Today's morning recording is pending, so okay, I'm going to upload it. These two videos I'll upload tonight. Okay.
So I think there is a remote issue as well, Shanu, from my side as well, because I think the remote, you need to allow the remote connection to the server as well.
Correct.
Then otherwise it will not connect.
Of course, that is the setting you have to do, right? When you enable the setting, then only you're able to connect.
Uh, and then if you have got home, so I've changed it to Pro now. So but the Pro is okay now. So it was before it was home.
You know the solution, right, Imran?
Yeah. I know. I understand. I said that, I was I think the batch is
Yeah.
like for me it's midnight. So I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
probably in the morning
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
sleeping. So sorry
Yeah.
about
No
that.
problem. No problem. No problem.
Yeah.
That is, guys, again, when you are not able to connect to the server remotely, first foremost thing that you have to do is whether internet is there or not. Your laptop is connected to the internet or not. And second thing is your laptop version. Your laptop OS version is Pro or not, 11 Pro or 10 Pro or not. Second thing. Third thing is if it is not working with one network setting. Okay. If it is not working with one network setting, try changing it to other network setting. Okay. Here you can see, right, as I said earlier, if it is not working with one setting, okay, in the network settings, if it is not working with this Wi-Fi direct. See, initially when I selected this option, I got the same error what Vijay got. Okay. So then what I did, I just changed it to the other name. Then I'm able to connect. So if you can see multiple names here, try changing it to different names, guys. This is one troubleshooting step. If you are not able to connect to the server RDP through RDP. Vijay, is it clear? Just check how many names you have in the name section, network section, and try with another network. Let's see. And once you change the
Here
network
I'm
here,
able to see only one wireless network over there.
only one or how many settings?
Only one which is wireless.
If it is only one means it should connect. There is no other option. Okay, maybe you did something wrong. Okay,
Yes,
because of
I'm
that.
trying to troubleshoot the same.
Yeah. Sure. Okay.
Uh,
Yes, please.
Shanmugh, only we
Manoj.
can take remote by only when we have pro version in the
When we
laptop.
have no, see when we have pro version, it will for sure it will work. But 10 home it
No,
will
I
not
don't
work
have a pro
sometimes.
version. I have a home version. So
Of which version? 10 or 11?
of laptop.
Other laptop, I mean to say, it's laptop only. Which version it is? Is it 10 home or 11 home?
Yeah, 11, I guess. Yeah.
11, right? Do one thing, try to update to the
Hmm.
latest updates. Just try to apply the latest updates. Just go to the updates. In case of any update, just apply the update. Sometimes when you update the 11 home also, it will work RDP, guys. Okay, even though you
Okay.
have
Okay.
11 home, if it is not working, RDP is not working, just go to the start button, check for the updates. Just type updates, system updates. You can see the latest updates. Just install the latest updates. It will take from the internet and it will install. No need to do anything. Just click on install button only. Okay, then it will try to apply. Then RDP, sometimes it will work. There is a chance of getting luck. Maybe it might work. Okay, sometimes if you update it to the latest version. Okay, even though it is 11 home. Okay, are we good, guys? Now?
Hello.
Yes, please. Yeah, please.
Yeah, I connected, but it's showing access denied when I connect
Ah,
to.
I know. In every batch, one person will get this error. Who is that person? Who is not following the videos properly? That person will get this error. Okay, so just again check it. Check the recording. I know the solution. I know where you are doing mistake, but I'll not tell. Just check it. What mistake you are doing. Okay.
I checked again.
I know that. See, just you have to go to my recording and check where I am typing the RDP. Okay, where I am
Okay.
opening the RDP, you just check it, and where you are opening the RDP, you just check. Both, if you compare, you will get the solution immediately. Now itself, you will get the solution.
Shanmugh just now dropped a message. Could you please check it out? Is that the correct way I'm doing, or still is the wrong way?
That is the same thing. Okay, same thing. And 1 minute. Where is the network settings? I don't see network. I can see computer name. I can see this error. Other than that, where is the like enable the network settings enabled or not? Where is that?
Okay, fine. I'll do share the same as well.
See, username you don't want to give, you don't need to give Vijay. Here, don't give username. Just give computer name. If connection is successful, it will only pop up for the username. That time you have to change. Okay, you have to give. See, now the thing is not because of the username. This is not because of the username. This is not able to connect. Okay, this is not able to connect to the RDP first. So first fix the RDP issue. Okay, once you fix the RDP issue, once you give the computer name and once you click on connect button, automatically the username password it will pop up. If username and password is popping up means your connection is successful. You have to simply give the correct username and correct password. That's it. Okay. Just check it once. Okay, it's not a big deal. You can try it. Okay, fine.
Yeah, sure. I'll troubleshoot it and I'll let you know again.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, Shanu. Okay, I think it's connected from my side. I've checked it, but I've
Yes.
just yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you have to give party Imran. Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay, let's continue, guys. So in the last class, we discussed about the SQL Server installation. So in this session, what we can do is we can install one tool called Management Studio. So Management Studio is very important. Management Studio is a tool to connect to the SQL servers. Okay, using Management Studio only, you can able to connect to the SQL Server. This is a post-installation step that you have to do. Okay, after installing SQL Server, what you have to do, guys? After installing the SQL Server, you have to install SSMS. What is SSMS, guys? What is SSMS? SQL Server Management
Management Studio.
Very good. Okay, what is this Management Studio? It's a tool which will help you to connect to the SQL Server. Okay, using this tool, you can connect to the SQL Server. Now I have successfully installed SQL Server, but how I can connect? How to connect? Which interface we will use to connect to the server? Windows Server I have connected, okay, right? But I have to also connect to SQL Server, right? Which interface we have to use? That interface is called Management Studio. So how to download Management Studio? You can download directly from the Google, guys. Okay, Management Studio directly you can download it from the Google. It's free only. It's not paid and all. Simply go to Google, type download SQL Server Management Studio. Simply type like this. Again, while downloading, check whether it is Microsoft website or not. Microsoft.com, learn.microsoft.com. Click on this link. Okay, now you go down. You can see here, download SQL Server Management. The latest version is 20.2. As I said earlier, every software will have, okay, versions. So the Management Studio version, sometimes interviewers will ask this just to check whether you are a genuine person or not. Why? Because every day will open Management Studio in every server. Every day in every server will open Management Studio, right? So you should know the version. Generally, it will, once you open the Management Studio, generally it will show you what version it is. When you open Management Studio, automatically it will show you. So sometimes you might face this question, which version of Management Studio you're using regularly, like that they will ask, guys. Okay, simply we have Management Studio 19, we have Management Studio 20, we have Management Studio 18, we have Management Studio 17 also is there. Okay, right. So what you can do, just click on the download Management Studio, guys. It is downloading now, and sometimes, believe me, sometimes they will even ask questions like this: what will be the size of the Management Studio file? What will be the size of the SQL Server software? Anyone remember, guys, what is the size of the SQL Server software you downloaded, right? Anyone have an eye?
4 GB, sir.
4
Nearly.
GB. Are you
Yes,
sure,
close to
Madhu?
4.2 something.
Yes, sir, I think.
4.6. 4.6.
14 GB, I think, sir.
14 GB. Oh my God. Imran bhai.
No,
क्या भाई?
4.6 GB.
4.6.
4.6 GB. 14 GB. Tell me. What
One,
else?
I guess.
10?
It's MB, I guess. It's like 500 MB, 400 MB, I guess.
Everything is MB only. Which how much MB? How
I
much
think 500
MB it
MB.
is?
If
500
500 MB,
MB.
500. Yeah,
Very
550 or
good.
500.
Very good. Very
So
good.
sorry, sir. It is, I think, Windows Server. It is 4 GB.
Whatever you are saying, that is 4.6. That is Windows Server. Then how much is SQL Server 2019 file size, guys?
SQL Server, okay.
SQL Server,
It's
I'm
2.
asking.
It's a 2.5 GB, I guess.
Akpak karvepaka. So just check it. It will be roughly 1.5 GB. Okay, roughly 1.5 GB. Yeah, 1.5, 1.3, like that. 1.3 GB, I guess. Okay, just check now itself in the downloads. You can just go to your download section, see the file size. 2019 file size. So 2019, 2022, it will be like this only. Imran, if you said 14 GB, chalo, our HR will get back to you.
No, so nobody's gonna ask me this thing.
Seriously, you might. If he is a Desi interview, you'll face this question. Okay.
I think if the interviewer is mad, I think he will ask me eventually this thing.
Desi entries will concentrate on all these things only. Just to check whether you are genuine or fake.
No, I think you will. Last night I was sleeping and you were saying that how much is it? It was somebody told me it's 14 GB. I think there was something else. There
14
was
GB.
something else though.
Okay, good. Okay,
Yeah.
just keep and this is called observation, guys. This is called observation. Okay, it's not
Yeah.
like blindly going on all what Shanmukh is saying. This is called observation. What will be the size of the files, okay, that you are downloading? What is the size of the files that you are installing? So you have to keep an eye on everything. 360 degrees you have to learn here, guys. We have plenty of time. Okay, you have to learn the subject in 360 degrees. Right? 1 minute, just 1 minute. Right, okay. So I guess it was downloaded. What we can do, we can just go to this and 1 minute. Can go to this. Disable. Come on. I'm floating it down. Okay, fine. So this is the file, SSMS setup file, guys. Right click, copy the file. You can directly paste it to the server, guys. Remember one thing, when you connected to the server through remote, when you connected to the server through RDP, then only you can copy paste from your local laptop to the server. If you connect to the server directly like this, control plus delete option, you cannot copy paste. Copy paste option will be disabled. Okay, so copy paste things will work when you connect to the server through RDP. Okay, go to the server now. I'm going to paste on this server. Okay. So what is the size? Anyone observed that? What is the size of this file?
493 something
Very good. Very good. Okay.
MB.
So this is around 500 MB. Okay. You can tell 500 MB. So management studio generally it will ranges from 500 to 800 MB. Different depends on the version. Okay. This is the latest version, right? This is around 490 something like that. The previous versions, okay, it might be 600, 700, even 800 MB SSMS files also will be there. It's not a frequent interview question, but there are some typical interviewers just to check. Even sometimes they will even ask you your company location, which floor it is, who is your manager, how many sisters and brothers you are having, okay, siblings. what is your date of birth, year, to check whether you are a genuine person is giving interview or on behalf of you anyone is giving interview. If I am giving interview on behalf of you, if they suddenly said in which college you studied, how do I know which college you studied? How would I know how many siblings you have? So these are the kind of some typical questions. So this is also kind of the same thing, guys. Okay, sometimes to check whether you are a genuine candidate or a fake candidate, they might ask you file sizes also, but this is not a regular interview question. Okay, so just keep an eye on this, guys. So once this is copied, it's the SSMS installation doesn't have any options. In SQL Server installation, we have many options, right? But in SSMS installation, there will be no options. Simply install button will be there. You click on the install button, that's it. Automatically it will be installed, guys. Automatically it will be installed. So that is how we will install the SSMS. From SQL Server, yes.
Shanmugh, what is the preview version?
Preview. Where is the preview?
Preview. Yeah, actually, I read when you are downloading now. There I saw that the preview is available like that. So what is the preview and general availability
latest.
GA version?
Yeah, maybe for the latest. Maybe he's trying now. This is 20.3, right? Maybe he's trying to release maybe some other version. So that is the reason. For that, maybe see preview is a test copy. That's it. Like CTP, RC, like that. We have some copies, right? Test copies. For testing purpose, they will release like first copy, second copy, and all. So that is also kind of a preview is also kind of the same. Right, I just copied the management studio to the server. So now you can open, and which option I have to choose now? Which option?
Run as administrator.
Run as administrator.
Always all the exe files, application related files, always you have to open with run as administrator, guys, with run as administrator. And Swarna, you also change the pic, not now, maybe later, okay? Swarna.
Okay,
This
Shanmugh.
version number is,
Yeah, please.
sir, this version number is not similar to SQL Server version
No,
number, sir?
there is no relation, guys. There is no relation. I just want to tell you one more thing. There is no relation between SQL version and SSMS version. Both are applications only. Okay, SQL Server is a server, whereas this SSMS is an application, is a client to connect to the server. So earlier, I'll tell you, I'll explain about the management studio. Don't worry. Okay, let's install first. Done. Okay, let it install. It will take 15 minutes, something like that. Right. Now let me go to this. Guys, if this bar is creating a problem, you can just move this bar like this. Okay, you can move this bar like this, and even you can just hide this bar also. Sometimes if you click like this, it will go up. Okay, it will go up. It will not show you on the screen. And again, you have to click on this pin and unpin. And you can even resize this bar also, big or small like this, in case, see, while sharing the screen, these kind of problems you will get it. Okay, so manager will see your screen, what you are doing on the screen and all. If you don't know how to resize and all, then you will get it out, unnecessarily you'll get it out. So you can unpin, pin, you can minimize, you can just resize this bar and all. Okay, so that is how we will manage. Okay, chalo. So now what we can do, let's go to this nodes, running nodes. I hope everyone is able to access running nodes. Correct? Anyone tried? Anyone
Yes.
is able to?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So SSMS, actually SSMS is introduced. Okay, this is muted, Ajit. Ajit, questions you have? Please be muted. Okay. So SSMS, this tool is introduced from SQL Server dash version. Can anyone tell me?
$50 off of one video.
2017, sir.
No,
No, I mean separate. Sorry. Earlier it used to come with SQL Server.
SSMS, 19.
2019.
2005, I think, sir. 2005.
Very good, Madhu. Correct. SSMS tool is introduced from 2005. Don't think only for 19 we have SSMS tool. Okay, from 2005 onwards, this SSMS tool is introduced. 2005, 2008, 2008 R2, 2012, 2014. The SSMS is part of, okay, SQL Server installation itself, 2005, or else let's add like this, up to SQL Server 2014, SSMS is part of the SQL Server setup file. So if you install the shared features, automatically the SSMS also will come. You no need to install separately. Okay, guys, you don't need to install separately. In case if you are installing SQL versions up to 2014, automatically it will comes with the SQL Server package itself. So when you install SQL Server with the shared features, automatically you will get SSMS. No need to install separately. From 2016 onwards, this SSMS is separated. Okay, this SSMS is separated from 2016 onwards. SSMS is separated, guys. So that means what? You have to install SQL Server. After that, you have to install SSMS also. So Shanmukh, if I don't have SSMS, can't I connect to SQL Server, guys? What is your answer? If I don't have SSMS, can't I connect to SQL Server? Yes or no?
After 2016, we can't.
I think through
We can-
CMD,
Hmm.
through CMD we can connect, sir.
Very good, very good. Yeah. So SSMS is a GUI tool to connect. It is easy. Okay, very easy to manage all the options. If there is no SSMS, we even have one more option called command. Using command prompt also you can connect to SQL Server. But completely you should know the commands. For everything you have to write commands only. Okay, for everything you have to write commands only. Sometimes the interviews they will ask this in how many ways we can connect to SQL Server. You can use SSMS tool. You can also use command also, but command you have to use always commands only. Fine. So now SSMS is a shared feature. Okay. For example, in this Windows machine, this is Windows Server 2019, correct? Windows Server. Okay, this is Windows Server 2019. So, if this is Windows Server 2019, on Windows Server 2019, what and all SQL servers I can install? Can anyone tell me? On Windows Server 2019, what SQL versions we can install, guys? Earlier we learned reverse -7 +7. Okay, now you tell me, you have the platform, what SQL versions we can install on this platform?
From 12 to 2025.
Tell me, guys. Okay, very simple. Again, the same formula, guys. Again, 2019 -7 +7. Okay, you will get 2012 to 2019 +7. Okay, what you will get it 2026. So in between, whatever versions are there, you can install on this Windows Server. Now, in this Windows machine, I can install SQL Server. Remember, in this Windows machine, SSKN machine, I can install SQL Server 2012. I can install 2014. I can install 2016, I can install 2019, I can install 2022 also, I can install 2025 also in this Windows machine. But for every installation, do I need to install SSMS separately? For every installation, do I need to install a separate SSMS? For 2012 separate SSMS, for 2019, 2014 separate SSMS, 2016 separate SSMS? Do we need it, guys? Not required. That's why I used a word called shared feature. SSMS is a shared feature. Okay. Using one SSMS, you can connect to multiple versions of SQL servers. Only one tool is enough. One version of SSMS is enough. But there is a limitation. I'll tell you what is the limitation and all. Don't worry, I'll tell you what is the limitation. But the answer is using Management Studio, you can connect to all the SQL Server versions. One Management Studio is enough. If you are installing two SQL instances in this machine, you don't need two Management Studios. It is a client. Using client, you can connect multiple servers. Are we getting the point, guys? Is it clear, everyone? So one Management Studio is enough in the whole Windows machine. Using this Management Studio, you can connect to different versions of SQL servers. Clear? Any questions, doubts so far, please? Fine. But there is a limitation. I'll tell you. There is a limitation. What is the limitation? Yes, please.
It's already come in with the previous version come with SMS.
Yeah,
SSMS.
by default, till 2014, it will automatically come with a SSMS. No issues.
So we don't need to install that.
See, in the same machine, if you're having 2014 and 2019, I'll tell you now, you will get a clarity now. Okay, you'll get a clarity now. So now, imagine there is a limitation, as I said, using SSMS 20, whatever it is there currently, the current version, using SSMS, you can connect to any version of SQL Server, but there is a limitation. What is the limitation? Imagine in your Windows Server, you have 2008 SQL Server. Imagine you have 2012 SQL Server and you have 2014 SQL Server in one Windows machine. For all these 2008, you will get separate SSMS, 2012, you will get separate SSMS, 2014 also you will get separate SSMS. So you can open any SSMS and you can connect to all the instances. Are we good till now, guys? By default, you will get SSMS for all these three versions. Okay, if you install in the same machine. Fine. Are we good now? So far, are we good?
Yeah, Ashan.
Now, if you open 2008 SSMS, you can connect to 2008, you can connect to 2012, you can connect to 2014. If you open 2012 SSMS, you can connect to 2008, 12, and 14. If you open a 2014 SSMS, you can connect to 8, 12, and 14. Okay, this is common. Okay, but if your SSMS version is lower version and if you are connecting to the higher version, remember one point. If SSMS version is lower version, means you open 2008 SSMS, you connected to 2014. Then what is the big deal here? Then 2014 new features will not be visible in the 2008 SSMS. If the SSMS version is less, okay, if the SSMS version is less and you are connecting to higher version SQL Server, then higher version features will not be visible in the lower version SSMS. Are we good or not on this point? Imagine I'll tell you one feature, I'll tell you one feature. Always on is one feature, guys, which was introduced in 2012. From 2012 onwards, it was introduced. So you can see that feature, always on feature in 2012, 2014, so on, 2016, 2017, 2019. What is always on? I'll tell you. Don't worry. There is a big discussion on always on. In the HADR concepts, we'll discuss about the always on. You don't worry. So now in the 2008 SSMS, if I connect to 2012 or 2014, can I see always on feature or not? 2008 SSMS, I connected 2012 and 2014 SQL servers. Can I see in 2008 SSMS, can I see 2012 feature and 2014 always on feature? Is it possible?
No.
The answer is not possible. If SSMS version is lower version and you are connected to the higher version features will not be visible in the lower version SSMS. Is it clear or it's not clear? Tell me, guys. I'm happy to explain again. No issues for me. Okay, clear? Are we good? Now, if SSMS is higher version and you are connecting to lower version, there is no issue at all. All features will be, because higher version, you are connecting lower version SQL servers. No limitation. If you are connecting to lower version SSMS, in the lower version SSMS, and if you are connecting to higher version SQL servers, then higher version features will not be visible. Other things will be visible. The new features will not be visible. Whatever new features are there, like always on and all, will not be visible in the 2008 SSMS. This is the thing that you have to remember. Okay, why I am saying this means because sometimes you will simply type SSMS and you will connect to the server. You don't know which version of SSMS it is. You open SSMS and you connect it to 2014. Later you are trying to search for always on feature. You are not able to see. You escalated the issue. I am not able to see always on. Where is the always on and all? You escalated to your next level. Definitely you will get to know that you don't know this thing and all. This is very simple thing. No one will observe like this. But again, you should be very careful about this particular point. And if the SSMS is lower version, if the SQL server that you are connecting is higher version, then higher version new features will not be visible in the lower version SSMS. That's it. Remaining everything is fine. Clear, guys? Now are we good? Okay, so SSMS installation is completed. So after installation, it will immediately ask you for a restart. Okay, click on restart button, server will be rebooted. 1 minute, just 1 minute.
From now onwards, sir, we will only work through remote session, and we need to, at home, we need to do the same as well.
1 minute, Imran, 1 minute.
No problem, sir. Sorry.
Okay, sorry guys. Okay, fine. Imran, you're asking something, Imran.
Yes, sir. I was asking just you started to connect with the remote server now, remotely. So is it going to be the same practice since from now onwards?
Yeah, the same practice. That will not be
Same
changed.
practice. Oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
SSMS, once you log into the server, then you will open the SSMS. Okay, I'm connecting to the server again. As I just restarted the server, so RDP is disconnected. So again, I'm connecting to the server.
No problem. Okay.
See, Vijay, right? You asked. Okay, even I explained this. Again, I'm saying, if it will show you your name only initially, your laptop username only, but you cannot give your laptop username and password. It will not take. You have to click on more choices, and you have to click use different account. Then you have to type administrator manually. Okay, and then password of the account. That's it.
Done.
ADMINIC. I also don't know the administrator password. More choices. Use a different account. ADMINI. ADMINISTRATOR. That's it.
So Sanmukh, in a way, SSMS is work like a RDP, but
SSMS.
inside the server, right?
No.
Yeah, it takes the control. It interpret the database. Takes the database.
I'll tell you, Manshi. It will not work as an RDP.
Okay. And one more thing that I have to ask, that do we the SSMS can we means it is just a fact that can we install the SSMS on the desktop and can we access from the desktop to the server?
Yes,
Okay.
that is what you are saying.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, that is what. Sometimes maybe you are working, maybe in any application, sometimes they will install SSMS directly in your local laptop. Guys, SSMS is not equals to SQL Server. People will have an illusion like SSMS and SQL Server both are same. Both are not same. Okay, I'll tell you. SSMS is just a tool, okay, to connect to the SQL servers. Right. Now I installed the SQL server, right? I installed SSMS also. Now this time don't click on the setup file. This is setup file. People what they will do, again they will click on the setup file. If you click on the setup file, again you will get the same install button or reinstall button. Okay, don't click on this. You have to go to the Windows button, type SSMS. Okay, or type Management Studio. Generally for older versions, if you type SSMS, you will get it. For new versions, sometimes you will get it, sometimes you will not get it. Type Management Studio or Studio, anything you can search. And for previous versions, the shortcut in the run, you can type SSMS directly. It will not work for the latest versions. You will get the error. See, you will get the error. But for 2012, 2014, 2008, you can in the run itself, you can type SSMS, you will get it. So now it is opening, guys. Management Studio is opening. Okay. Right. So now, is it clear, everyone? The lower version SSMS will not show you the higher version features. Okay, but higher version SSMS, okay, will show you all the features of lower version SQL servers. Is this point clear, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So let's wait for a while, just a while. It is opening. The Management Studio is opening. Okay, so guys, this is how the Management Studio look like, guys. This is how the Management Studio look like. Okay, so in the login screen, you can see there are different options. So as I said, SSMS SQL Server will be used for data processing, storing, retrieving the data, and using SQL Server, we can also analyze the data using analysis services. You can generate reports using reporting services. You can integrate the services. You can integrate from different sources using integration services. So we have these many options, but as a DBA, our work will be there on database engine. So in the server type, you have to choose database engine. Okay. Next, So as I said, we can install multiple copies of SQL servers in one Windows machine. So if you want to connect to which server you have to connect, you have to give the server name, right? So this is called server name section. So in the server name section, right, okay. Server name, so sorry guys, so sorry. Server name, you have to give the server name, guys. See here. Have you ever seen the server name, guys? Anyone able to recollect this name? What is this name, guys? What is this name?
Host.
The name of the the system.
Server name only. This is Windows machine name only. You remember last time?
Yes.
We opened a command prompt and we just checked using host name, right? SSK and server. So as it is default instance, while connecting, it will take computer name only. Okay, so it will not ask any name during the installation. If you choose default installation, it will not ask any name because it will take computer name. So that's why without giving any name, it is automatically showing computer name here. And authentication, I'll tell you in the security session, I'll explain everything. What is authentication, what is authorization, how it is verifying correct user or not. So I'll tell you, okay, with the diagrams, I'll explain the security, don't worry. Now there is a connection security encryption. So you can either put it as optional, then you can click connect button. If it is showing mandatory, then click on the trust server certificate. Okay, click connect button. Right, now it was connected, guys. This is how a SQL server look like. Once your installation is done, this is how SQL Server look like, guys. See, databases. This is the server name. As I said earlier, this contains three parts: server name, version, and with using which account you connected to the SQL Server. Server name, SQL version, and using which account you connected to the SQL Server. Now tell me which version of SQL Server, guys, this is. Which version of SQL Server? Immediately you have to tell me which version of SQL Server this is.
2015.
2015,
19.
2022, sir.
2022. Who is that? Madhu? Madhu,
Yes.
come on. Open the open the. Do you have a book, Madhu?
1999.
Do you have a book with you, Madhu?
No, sir. No, I
You
don't
just
have handy.
you just you don't have anything. Where are you? You're in the home or you are somewhere?
No, sir. At home only, sir.
Then you should have at least you have kids.
Yes, sir.
Take their book once. Come on, just now itself I want. I told you if you do blunders, I'll give the assignment. Very sure, I'm very strict about that. How come you are saying now you are a good person? You are explaining, you are giving the answers for everything almost, and you are saying 2022. This is. Hmm?
It takes time to recollect, sir. One second.
Okay, so versions, guys, it should be on tip of your tongue. Very important.
2019.
Will work with the versions.
The 19.
Okay. So again, Madhu, no problem. Take time. We have 5 days for the next class. Till that time, you have to write the versions with the bill numbers for 5 times, and you have to send me the photos in the WhatsApp. Okay. So that is the
Sure,
assignment
sir.
to you. Okay. Yeah. No, I am very strict. If you do blunders and all, I will not leave, because that small blunder is enough. That's it. HR will get back to you. Okay, fine.
So, like, one thing I have to clear, that when you are trying to put the server name, like if there's more instances, then you have to write a
Yes,
different
yes,
name, or the
yes,
default is
yes.
still
You have
same?
to install. You have to install the name. I'll tell you. I'll also install a named instance. Then I'll give you the name, how to connect to the named instance. Also, I'll tell you. Simply, you have to give the name.
Okay.
If it is named instance, means you have to give the instance name here. Okay, here you have to give the. You have to remove this name and you have to give the name of the instance here. Whatever name you will put while
And then
installing
this
the
will come
SQL
under
Server.
server name. So this will come under
Correct,
server name.
correct. Under server name.
But this time this is a local host name he's connecting to.
Correct. It is a computer
Yeah.
server name, because it is a default instance. It will take the local host name.
Mhm.
Okay, guys, this is how the server look likes. Yeah. So if you expand databases, you can see all the things. Okay, as of now, we didn't created any databases, so that's why you don't see any user databases. You can see some system databases. There is a separate session on this, what master will do, what model will do, what MSDB will do, what tempdb will do. So there is a separate session on that. And if you create any user database, it will be visible here. I'll show you while creating the database. In the next week, we'll create a database. We'll discuss all those things. Then security, who can connect to SQL Server? Under logins list, who are there in the logins list? They all can connect to SQL Server. See, remember we have added this account during the installation. That's why using this account, you are able to connect to the SQL Server. Remember, even though you are a company CEO, system don't know that you are a company CEO. Boss, if your account is there, I'll allow you. If your account is not there, I can't allow you. That's it. So minimum one account should be there. This account we have added during the installation by clicking add current user option. That option created this account, so that's why I'm able to log into the SQL Server using the same account, guys. If someone deleted this account, I cannot connect to the SQL Server. I'll get the error. Okay, so like that, going forward, we'll discuss all the options. See, this is always on high availability. This is a HADR concept. Okay, that what we discussed just now in the SSMS concept. So if you connect to the same 2019 in 2008 SSMS, you cannot see this folder itself. Clear? If you connect to the same SQL Server in 2008, you can connect 2019 instance, you can connect in 2008 SSMS, no issues. But this feature will not be visible in the 2008 SSMS. Now, is it clear, guys, everyone? Everyone? So if you connect 2000, the SSMS later than 2012 or more, then the always on feature will be visible. So that is how that is the limitation of the management studio, guys, the older versions management studio. Questions? No questions, are we good?
So, but sir, one thing, if we install this SSMS on the desktop, so we do need to connect it to the server and everything eventually, because it's automatically connected over here, isn't it? When you install it on the server.
I'm not getting your question, Imran.
So you brought this file, you downloaded it, and then you brought it in the server, SSMS file.
Okay.
And then there is no need for any connection or whatsoever. But if you install it we can install it in a desktop as well, directly on the machine, our machine.
Correct.
Yeah. In that case, we need to have a connection established to the server and everything.
Correct. Yes, we need.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Madhu. Tell me.
Sir,
You got the book?
no. Sir, I think what I is thinking, he's saying that you have
I got it. I
installed.
got his question. This is not the correct time, but I'll explain later. Okay, maybe in the next
Yeah,
class itself, I'll explain. I got his
correct,
question.
sir.
Generally, in the organization, will install SSMS in the user's laptop itself. So from that SSMS also, we can connect to SQL Server in their user's SSMS. I'll explain how it
Yes.
will work. That's what he's asking. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's thinking that you have installed in the server and it is getting connected automatically.
Correct. That
You
is
did not.
because, because both are in the same machine. SSMS is also in the same machine. SQL Server is also in the same machine. That's why without having anything, without asking anything, we are able to connect. Okay. So, but if it is outside the machine, okay, then we have to enable remote connections. then only you are able to connect.
Okay.
Okay. For that, I don't want to confuse the others, as you are having some little knowledge or whatever it is. You are having good knowledge on SQL Server, so you are able to understand. Others, it is like kind of a new thing, right? So slowly I'll explain.
No, sir. Whatever the things you are speaking, we don't even know the most of the things I am learning. It is not that I know.
That is good. At least you are giving answers and all. I'm happy.
Yes, sir.
You have little like knowledge and all, or whatever it is. Maybe you watch somewhere others. So that is how it will be. So others, as it is fresh or it is completely new to them. So that is the reason. Okay. We'll go slowly. Okay. We'll definitely discuss all those things. Don't worry.
Most of the things, Vishanu, you tell me is already, I know, that's why, but I think other people are slow. So I think I understand you are slow. I totally understand that. I appreciate that you're doing it slowly.
Yes.
I am thankful for you. Thankful for
Thank you.
that. Thank you.
Just 1 minute, guys. Please. Sorry for that. Sorry. Any questions so far, guys? Please don't mind. In between, I'm getting some delivery calls. That is the reason. Are we good, guys? Right. So we'll discuss a small topic and then we'll end the session for today. Okay. So let's discuss. Once you install the SQL Server, what will happen in the Windows machine? Okay. Once you install the SQL Server, what will happen in the Windows machine? Means what kind of services will be created and what kind of folders will be created. We'll discuss this topic. Okay. Sometimes in the interest, they will ask this question, guys. After SQL Server installation, how many services and what folders?
I saw that there are 4 services: agent, browser, MS SQL.
Very good.
Services are there. Yeah.
Very good. SQL services that gets created after the installation. Okay, let's see. So where we can see the services, guys? Generally in the Windows machine, where we can see
services.msc.
Very good. Open run, type services.msc, or if you don't remember the shortcut, click on the Windows button. You can even type services also. Okay, like this, you'll get it. So here, not only SQL Server, whenever you install in the morning session, if you remember, we discussed one thing. Whenever you install something that will be created as a service, in the particular Windows machine. Even though you install a Zoom, you install a Google Chrome, or any application that will run as a service in the backend. So SQL Server is also an application, so that will run as a service in the backend. So how to check the services? Okay, that gets formed when you install the SQL Server after the SQL Server installation. So how to check it? When you open services.msc like this, you can see the services will be in A to Z format. If you don't see in the A to Z, like if it is in like random order and all, then click on the name section, automatically it will comes under A to Z. Okay. Click once, automatically it will be sorted out. Now click any service. SQL Server services, right? We are searching, just type yes. Now you can see. Okay. You can see now. You can see the services that starts with S. And here, can you see guys how many SQLs you can see here? How many SQL in front of the service you can see SQL? How many SQLs you can see? For how many services you can see SQL?
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6.
6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good. Okay. 6. So whenever you install the SQL Server for the first time, how many services you will get it? When we install SQL
6
Server
services.
for the first time, important interview question, we will get 6 services. Okay. There are 2 types of services. Like features, we have features, right? How many features, how many types of features are there while installing the SQL Server? How many types of features are there?
2 types.
2 types, specific and shared. In the same way, in services also, we have 2 types, specific services and shared services. So what is this specific services? Okay. These services are specific to the instance. For every copy, these services will be created. Those are called specific services. Shared services means what? Will exist only once per the whole Windows machine. The whole Windows machine, only one copy of shared services will be created. Okay. And if you go and see how to identify Shanmukh, which one is specific and which one is shared, you can tell the answer. If you are staying in a PG, how to identify your things, your belongings, and how to identify PG's belongings. Tell me guys. If you are staying in a PG, how you will identify your plate and all, your glass and all? How? Yes, tell me. You will have your name on that. Generally, at least a mark. If there is no name, at least some mark will be there, right? So in the same way, whatever things, instance name you can see in the brackets, those services are specific services. Because when you install second copy of SQL Server, the instance name will be there for the second copy. So second copy, this is the main service. Remember, out of 6 services, SQL Server is the main service. If this service is stopped, it should be always running, guys. It should be always running. If this is stopped, you cannot connect to SQL Server. Let me show you. I'm stopping. You don't stop anything in the organization. Okay. Right. This is how we have to stop. Now I'm trying to connect again. Guys, this is the interview question. User is not able to connect. What is the reason? User is not able to connect to the SQL Server. What will be the reason? Tell me guys one reason now. You know one reason right now.
Service down.
Service down. Very good. If SQL Server is not running, then users cannot connect to the SQL Server, guys. Now you will get the error. It is taking some time to connect. It is checking. If SQL service is not running, then what will happen, guys? Then you cannot connect to SQL Server. See how it was stopped? It was in stopped state. See what is the error? A network related specific instance error occurred while establishing a connection to SQL Server. What it is saying, the server was not found or was not accessible. It is also giving some hints. Verify the instance name is correct and the SQL Server is configured to allow remote connections. So like that it is saying something. The solution is simply SQL service is not running, because of that you are getting that error. How to start the service? Simply right click and you have to start the service. So sometimes you have to stop the services based on the requirements. Sometimes when Windows machine rebooted, okay, what will happen? So SQL services will be down. Suddenly you have to start the services also. This is how you can start the service. So out of 6 services, which is very important service, guys? Database engine, which is SQL Server service. In the bracket, you can see MS SQL Server. I said one point, if you are installing default instance, the names will be MS SQL Server in folders and in services. While connecting, you will give computer name, guys. But the services and folders will be formed with the name of MS SQL Server. Clear? So out of 6, how many are specific, guys, here? How many of are specific? Out of 6, how many are specific here? Count it and tell me.
4.
4 are specific. See, if you see the name in the brackets, those are specific services. On the PG things, you don't see any name. These are shared services. If you install second copy of SQL Server, the browser is enough. One browser is enough. And one VSS writer is enough. Again, for second instance, you don't get any browser. If you are getting browser means again a name should be there, right? If you don't see names, those are called dash services, guys. Dash services. If you don't see
Shared
names,
Shared.
shared services. So these
Shared.
shared services will exist. How many copies will exist per machine? Shared
one.
services, only one
Only
copy.
one.
Only one copy. Okay, only one copy. And specific services, how many copies will exist?
How many instances are there?
Based on the
many
instances, based on the number of instances. Okay, so when you install SQL Server, totally we will get 6 services. Out of 6, 4 are specific and 2 are shared features. 4 specific services and 2 shared services. Right. What are those 4 specific services? Database engine service. That is called SQL Server. Okay, SQL Server agent service. This is for automation, for jobs and all, maintenance plans and all. Full text service. This is for searching purpose. CEIP service. What is the CEIP? Customer Experience Improvement Program. Okay, CEIP service. These 4 are specific services. So if you install 2 instances, total how many services you can see in the Windows machine, guys? If you install 2 instances, total how many services you can see in the Windows machine?
10.
10.
Very good. Very good. Okay, 10 services you can see. Why? Because each service, each instance 4. First instance 4, second instance 4, total 8 plus 2 shared services. So under shared services, what services will be there? SQL Server browser service, browser, and the next one is VSS Writer. These 2 are shared services, will exist only once. So for 2 instances, 2 into 4, 8 plus 2, 2 shared, total 10. Now type your answers. If you install 5 SQL servers in the Windows machine, total how many services you can see?
22.
Very good. Okay, very good. 4n plus 2. You have to remember this formula. Very simple. 4n plus 2. Remember this formula. If it is for 5 instances, 4 into 5 plus 2, 22. If it is 17 instances, how many services you will get it quickly? 17 instances. 4 into 17 plus 2. That's it.
70.
Correct.
70.
70. Okay. This is how you have to calculate. Now, are we good, guys? Specific fee services and shared services. So out of all the services, this is very important service, which is SQL Server service. Okay. So if this is up and running, then only SQL Server is able to up and running. Then only we are able to connect to the SQL Server. Otherwise, we cannot connect to SQL Server. This is how it will work, guys. Clear? Are we good on services part? And I'll show you. In my local laptop, I have installed 2 instances. I'll show you. Okay. You can see if it is a named instance service, how it will be. I'll show you. Time. This is my local laptop. Don't get confused. Whatever I have shown you, that is server. This is my local laptop. I installed SQL. The 2 SQL instances I installed. See, one full text service for Batch42 migration demo. One full text service for default instance. One database main service, database engine service for Batch42 migration demo. One SQL Server for default instance. Agent service for Batch42 migration demo. Agent service for default instance. CIP service for migration demo and CIP service for default instance. Browser service only one copy. VSS Writer only one copy. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Are we good, guys? Now, if it is a named instance service, because while, for example, 2 instances are there in this machine, there is a problem with the named instance. So you have to troubleshoot and you have to restart the server. So if there are 2 services, which service you will restart? You'll be confused, right? That's why in the brackets, the instance name will be there. So that, okay, there is an issue with the named instance. Chalo, let's restart this named instance. You will restart. Or you will stop. Okay, guys? For that clarity, instance name will be there. And if you see just MS SQL, which instance it is? MS SQL Server means which instance it is?
Default one, sir.
Default instance it is. Okay, this is a default instance, guys. That is how you have to manage. Okay, that is how you have to manage, guys. Are we good? Any questions, doubts, please? Okay. Now let's see how many folders will be created after the SQL Server installation. How many folders will be created after SQL Server installation, guys? So where to see the folders? Open this folder. Go to C drive. Go to C drive. And go to program files. Go to Microsoft SQL Server. See here. Okay. If you go to program files, whatever software you are installing, a folder will be created with that name. So when I install SQL Server, a folder will be created with this SQL Server, Microsoft SQL Server name. Open this. Guys, up to this path, this is called instance base directory. Up to this path, folders that gets created after SQL Server installation. Okay, up to this path, this is called instance base directory. Sorry, instance root directory, guys. Instance root directory up to this folder. Okay, I guess this is base directory only, sorry. This is instance base directory, guys. Okay, up to this folder, this is instance base directory. Now, if you see here, you can see few folders with numbers and all. Okay, with numbers, you can see few folders. So here, whatever numbers you can see in this folders, you will have some supported files, guys. In this folder, you will have some supported files. So if you go inside earlier in the morning, you see summary.txt file. Okay, from this is where it is coming from. This is the summary.txt file. So this will help you to check the installation related errors and all. Okay, so like that you can see, and also we have even discussed one thing. Okay, about the this one. What is that? Log. Go to this any folder. Configuration file.ini. Okay. Someone asked, right? Configuration file.ini. Let me open that. How it look like. See, this is how the command will be prepared. Action is equal to install. If it starts with a colon, that is a comment. And the actual command doesn't have any column and all. This is the actual command. Okay. It will explain every action. It will explain every command, what it will do and all. So I accept the license terms. If you want to write a query to install SQL Server, you can correlate all these things. Okay. And suppress privacy, quite false, quite simple. And you go down, you can see what and all features we have selected. These are the features we have selected. Okay. And if you go down, you can see the instance name. This is the command file, guys. This is the ini file. So when you click install button, this ini file will be called into the command prompt, and SQL Server will take the inputs of each input it will take, and it will install the SQL Server. This is called ini file. So all these things and all will be there in the instance binaries. This path, whatever number folders are there, if you go to any numbering folder, okay, that is called instance binaries. Okay, this is called instance binaries. Instance binaries. Your setup bootstrap folder, configuration file.ini, summary.txt file, all these things will be there in the instance binaries only. And with the help of this, without connecting to SQL Server, guys, you remember in the beginning of the sessions, okay, when you see SQL version, and then beside the version, you can see one name, one number. What is that number? Beside the version, you can see one number, build number, right? After that, we can also see one more number. Let me open that document again. SqlDBA classes.
Version.
Yeah. I'm opening. Right. See this number. I said I'll tell you later. So we discussed about this number, build number and all. But I said I'll discuss about this number later. What is this number, guys? These are called instance binaries. When you install SQL Server 2019, you will get 150 folder. That is what it is. See here. See, 150 folder. The highest folder will show you the SQL version, guys. If you see 150 means 29. Without connecting to SSMS, I can tell which version is installed. What type of instance it is, what is the instance name, everything I can see in this only. Clear, guys? 150 means 2019 installed. And if you see one more folder, which is MS SQL Server, what it means? A default instance installed. So without connecting to the SSMS, I can tell which version is installed and what type of instance is installed, whether it is a default or named. If it is a named instance, you can see MS SQL 15 dot instance name, whatever it is, SQL 2019, or okay, maybe some application name, SQL Server 2019, Amazon SQL 2019, like that you can see the name and all. Okay, so you can see here. So using this folder, you can even tell the version of the SQL Server, which version of SQL Server is installed, and what type of instance is installed also you can tell using this. If you go inside, this is very important folder. This is called root directory, guys. In this folder, you will have your main backup files, database related physical files, everything will be there in the instance root directory folder, guys. Everything will be there in the instance root directory folder. So this path is called, up to this path is called instance root directory, guys. Root directory. Okay, up to this part. So this is how it will work, guys. Clear, everyone, guys? These are the names you have to remember: instance base directory, instance binaries. Sometimes your manager will directly tell you, I go to instance binaries, I go to instance root directory, I go to instance. Sometimes in the troubleshooting documents also it will tell you, go to instance root directory. If you don't know what is instance root directory, this is called instance root directory. Based on the version you installed, it will be either 16 or 15 or 14 or 13 or 12, whatever it is. Which version is installed, you can tell using this number, and what type of instance installed using this name also you can tell, guys. This is how it will work. Are we good, guys? These are all the folders that gets created after the SQL Server installation, guys. If you install a named instance here in this location, MS SQL 15 SQL 2019. Imagine the instance name is SQL 2019. If you install 2022, you can see 160 folder will be created here, and you can see MS SQL 16 dot instance name will be there. Clear, guys? Are we good now? Questions, doubts, please.
Sir.
Yes, yes, Madhu.
Sir, in 150, what is there, sir? Can you please explain?
That's it. As I said, the setup bootstrap folder, the log folders, summary files, configuration file.ini, these things and all will be there in the 150 folder. Setup files. Some supported setup files and all will be there, and log files also will be there in the 150 folder. See, in the setup, in the 150, the main folder is setup bootstrap. Sometimes they will ask you, I'll tell you in the next weekend if SQL installation is failed, where to check and all. I'll tell you, okay, what is the setup bootstrap folder, what it will contain. So in the 150 folder, you will have summary file, log files, not database log files. To log, when you install SQL Server, it will log everything into one file to check where exactly it is failing, whether it was successful or not. That is called log files. So that and all you can see in the 150 folder. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Fine, guys. Are we good? Any questions, doubts so far, please? No questions?
I want to ask you that how much time we need to spend like in services, like we need to do that for every day, start and stop them.
No. See, no. Not required. Automatically, see, the Windows machines will be up and running continuously. You don't need to go and every time you have to start or stop. Nothing. In case sometimes when Windows team is doing some activities, patching and all from Windows side, sometimes SQL services will be down. That time you have to go and check the server, check the services whether they are up and running or not. If user is complaining that I am not able to connect, then only you will go to services, you will check whether services are up and running or not. If services are not running, you will start the service. That's it. Otherwise, you don't go and you don't check anything in the services.msc.
In your professional career, it happened like once in a week or
Come
twice?
on, Imran. Nothing like that once in a week, twice in a week and all. Whenever issue
Okay.
comes, there is no frequency like once in a week, twice in a week. Sometimes
Okay.
months and months also you will not get. Very simple. If SQL service is down, you go to services and you will start the service. That's it. How you will get to know if it is down? You cannot connect to SQL Server, right? That itself is enough.
Mm.
So if user is saying, boss, I am unable to connect to SQL Server, the first check is you will go to services.msc, you will see services are up and running or not. If it is up and running, there is another way to check. There is another way of troubleshooting. If this is not running, then you will go and start the SQL service. So there is no specific time or time period for every month we'll go and we'll start the services. Nothing like that. It will be up and running continuously.
So months and months are gone, then there is no problem.
No
Sometimes
problem.
there is no
No
problem.
problem. No
Okay.
problem. Okay, guys.
Okay.
Yeah. I have one doubt like here.
Yeah. Tell me.
I think SQL Server any changes have been happened like morning section you told right like a service account need to change after installation.
Sorry.
After changing the service account, it's required for that entire restart or else we can find for that SQL Server restart.
I'm not getting your question is not clear to me.
Like in SQL Server any changes have been happened.
Okay.
You told right like after service account like service account. After
That
changing
time,
the
yeah,
after
yes.
changing the service account, it's required for entire VM restart or we can
No.
find for SQL Server restart.
SQL Server restart is fine. No need to restart the whole VM. Just the service restart is fine. Yeah. Any other question? Yes, please, Vijay, tell me.
Yeah, I've just shared your document. Could you please check it out? Is there any mistakes that I've done? As of my knowledge, I think I've done
I will
correctly.
check that one. I'll check that one. Send me the screenshot, okay? I will check that one.
No, in the chat I shared you the document.
That's okay. I saw that one, but just send me the screenshot where exactly you're getting the problem. I can see that. Not document.
Okay.
Yeah, just send me the screenshot. Once I apply, I'll just check that one, okay? Yeah. Any other questions, guys? No questions?
No, I just want to know that how many instances like in a certain time, in a particular time, we might be handling like maximum how many? It can be how
I'll
many?
tell you. There is a separate session on that in the end of the classes. At the end of the classes, there is a separate sessions. General QA session will be there. Like how many instances you're handling, how many databases will be there, what is the size of the database in your organization. So all these things, there is a separate session. That time we will discuss.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
Just now I shared you the screenshot.
Yes.
So when I open the RDP, the same interface I can see, even though if I see the what we call
That's okay. When you click on connect, what you are getting?
The same error. Let me show you the error as well.
If it is same, no need to share. Okay. Do one thing. You don't. What is your laptop version? Which version is it? 10 Pro, 11 Pro, or what?
11 Pro. 11 Pro. It's 11 Pro.
11 Pro. Do one thing. Okay. Not now. I'll tell you. Simply try to change the network name this time. Okay. Not this name. Here go to network. Try with the other names. We have different names here, right? Instead of
fine. I'll do
network,
that. As of now, I'm doing with bridge adapter.
yeah, just try to change with other either internal network or NAT, something like that. You try and let me know. Okay. Sometimes
Sure.
that also will work.
Sure. I'll be doing that.
Yeah. Fine, guys. Okay. If no questions, that's it for now. So I'll upload the morning and today's evening session, and then you will get the access by tonight. Okay. Fine. So we'll connect again next Saturday morning, 7 a.m. IST. For US people, next Friday evening, 9:30 EST, guys. Thank you all.
Yeah, sure.
Good
Thanks.
Good day, guys. Bye.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Sir.
Have a
Thank you,
good
sir.
day. Have a good weekend. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.